Closer up you come. Like that one cushion. Okay. Wow, wow. Somebody gave me a thumbs up and already. Hi, hello, good evening. Where are you all just seeming to disappear? Tetia, good night. Good evening, how are you? You know, I almost didn't get to come on. I was going to set up some things to do a silent live for tonight. But then I said, because I promised it from this morning, I didn't plan it, but somebody trying to give me a little help to do one of those type of live. So I say, all right, let me come on and do a little thing. I was trying to bring to your memory. It was really yesterday. I was mixing it up. When I said this morning, it was the same person yesterday and today. But it's when you feel left, I say, oh yes. So every time, fake pages and appearances. But the Lord is God. Welcome to the live. I see we have other persons joining. Today is Monday. Some people call it Monday blues. I don't know if you have any blues. Sorry that the weekend is ended. Some of us are glad it's over because the weekend carry a lot of stress. So some of us are not very, very happy for the weekend. When it's over, we like when it is approaching. So we are all happy for Friday, not because Friday is a payday, but because it's the start of the weekend. You know, say, I've not looked on it. And when I looked, it was just 2. And then I said, wow. So, you see me, that's why I know when you have a good person, you have a good person. You have a good person. Yeah. Because it is true. I just hope it just viral up. Just go viral and get the remaining portion of what I need. It's true because the poor is always at the bottom of the barrel. At the bottom of the barrel, the poor is always struggling. No matter what, the poor. And it's that them by poor and themselves, Some of us, they're born into it. You understand me? So let us pray. It's trending. What? It's trending. You see, things that I am aware of, that I can, anything that relates to being poor. Because I grew up in a community where people come from way down. You see, when I was younger, I'm just going to break. When I was younger, you'd never see a home without everybody. If it's 5 children or 2, everybody have a fowl. They buy a pair. They will buy a rooster and a hen. And every time the hen lays eggs, parents try to put up the egg and put the fowl to sit on the eggs for 21 days, I think. And then when the chicken them come out, but they always come, and sometimes the fowl then go in the bush and lay their own egg. And when I said, God is wonderful, Sister T. When the fowl yesterday come to the house, to your yard, and them eat. People never normally have any big coop. And then when them eat, the rooster take them, carry them, go in the bush, And they're in the bush. And you hear the rooster, croak, croak, croak. You see the rooster again. I tell you. And they fold them, lay them eggs there and hatch them. And if mongoose don't eat the eggs or dogs, they bring out the chicken back to the house where they come from. And you just give them little rice grain and little coconut. And sometimes they fall go to some people here, they don't belong to them, but then feed them. And once you feed animals, it doesn't leave the place. And you find you have a lot of fowl because reading people never normally go to the supermarket or to buy chicken. They use their own fowl. They may kill one big 6 pound rooster, big nice rooster. And before they kill the rooster, they put the rooster in the coop now and clean him out, drench him. Yay, yay, yay. You have my back. Honestly. Because when I looked, I said, what? 2 views, almost 1 hour. And then me never go back again. I didn't get discouraged, but time ran out on me. Today was very hectic. Today was very hot, 102 degrees. When I stepped out between the house and the vehicle, it feel like I was Daniel walking in the fire. It feels terrible. When I get back in this evening, I didn't realize, that I should go and drink some water at the same time. So me come in and try to cool off, you know. Let me say, well, I'm going to drink some water now. When I start drinking the water, my throat feel like bone. When fish bone hits in your throat. I say, how my throat feel so? I have to keep swallowing and swallowing until it just smooth out. My throat dry out. It was so, if the heat up here, it feels worse than our heat. Honestly, it feels worse. But anyhow, that's how it goes. So everybody yard has a goat. Until they have several goats. But everybody must have a goat, because when it comes to certain things like school books or Christmas, to buy your Christmas things, you have to show interest in the animals. And that is why persons show respect with time and be more loving. And you have to move your goat and take your goat before you go to school. Some homes, we didn't have pigs, but some homes have pigs. And they have to boil the pig feeding because they never have pig feeding that they sell at the store. You have to go around the community and pick up pig feeding from skins from grown food and boil it. Yeah, I was thirsty, see. I may drink water all day still, so I don't know the heat between the house and getting back here dry up my throat. Me say, so people learn to be independent, but at times they need help. And I remember when I was going to church, some persons want to go to, I can't say it, West Indies College at the time. The people don't have no money. Some of them families start up and they have to drop out or then go clean, do ancillary jobs to make it. So when you look at it, you didn't put yourself into born being rich or born being poor, but you're born. And if you are contributing to society, I think society should look after you. They should treat you well. They should. You understand me? They should. But life is not fair. Who don't need it are the ones to get it. So you have the brain, you don't get the position. The one who doesn't have the brain gets the position. And you do the work. Yeah, man. You make me feel nice. And like we talked about it last night, I did the video before, but that's why I said, let me talk about it. And I'm happy that we actually put it out and that you saw it. You make me feel good. I just hope you reach that in the hundreds. If I ever want 900 or 1,000. But none of my videos, only if when I do shorts, and once I do anything with dancing, it will get, but the one I did yesterday, if they have a life too, the shorts I did yesterday, I don't think it reached 500. But I think people are still watching it because it's factual, Yes, man. So me thankful. I'm very, very thankful. Yeah. So people have to save. And you never get a lot of lunch money because you have to eat at the school kitchen. We never say canteen. It's kitchen, soup kitchen. Or your parents pay the school vendors to supply with food. Right? So you go to the food vendor that sell at the school, and what they were doing, They were really selling like fried dumpling and archie and pudding, cornmeal pudding, especially cornmeal pudding that sell a lot at schools. Puddings, puddings, right? So it is really, really, you know, people come a long way. And when they want to play, they go in the road. If they know, some of them live on hillside, they go in the road and you know what they do? They used to cut the coconut bowl to make the bat, and they play cricket. And then they would pick some other things and wrap it up like a football, you roll it on paper and tie up it, and then kick. You understand me? They kick balls. So when you see a person really want to become something, and even June plum to your things, even sour orange and lime, you see them playing marble. It was fun. It was fun because they didn't have it. And when anybody call in the community have a calf, what happened? They sell the milk. The calf get something, but they sell the milk. So or they give away the milk because the milk wasn't expensive. So one bottle of milk or one pint of milk because we were not really going to shop to buy condensed milk. And as the milk come, the milk of his car, and you don't have no fridge. And the same milk help to put into your tea or into porridge or whatever. And when the time is hot, the milk tend to spoil quickly. So there's a lot of things. People come in from far. They don't want to still stay down. There's no growth if you're still staying down. You have to have ambition and move up. Thank you. You have to have ambition and move up, right? You can't stay down. You have your family and you can't help. You help them. Some of them are ungrateful. They won't look back to even say thanks because they're so glad they escaped poverty that they forget. Their brain just knock off. But something always bring them back. As this song says, 6 men bringing you back. So something always bring them back. Yes, my sister T, I'm happy. I'm happy. Things are happening. And apart from the heat, when I got home, because of the heat too, I was able to get a little nap. Because it's really red out there, really red. Even though it's a little warm, but it's still a little cooler than this earlier today. Yeah, we have to be thankful. In the Caribbean, I see where the weatherman says a lot of tropical waves are developing. Apparently, the time is very hot, so the water is, you know, anything possible within certain time. Because if up here is supposed to be cooler, and it is not even the summer not even begin good. Cause today is the 23rd or 24th, so it not even begin good. Yes, man. When you give it a willing heart, the blessings come back double, double. But if you give it bad mind, you don't reach anywhere. You don't get any blessing from it. So if you're going to give something and you have bad mind, don't bother give it. Put it down. Put it down for another time when your heart is of a better nature. Right? Some people don't help their family, they don't help nobody, they don't help friend, family, nor foe. They don't help anybody. They just for themselves. They will go out and gather everything. And when they don't need it, they gather just for putting up. Putting up. And sometimes when they go back to it, it's spoiled. It is spoiled. Yeah, see the polls come up that the opposition is leading by a slim margin. That's what one of them put up. Just want they have it and done away with instead of have it tagging along so long. I don't like anything that go on long. What? They're going early, man. What? They normally go to the first week in July. They're making way for the big event. It's been many years they don't close it. Maybe the term was very long. Yes, some help strangers, and some don't help nobody at all. They don't help nobody. When they help strangers, they go on like they were all that when they were younger. Yeah, if they're going to school close, school that means um the term that means that some schools are going to be closed before the 30th. Yeah, before the 30th, because what? Once you have the contact time with the children and they didn't waste any of their what do you call it, breaks, then some of them will close before the 30th. But that means that all schools will be closed by that date. Yeah, things might happen between July and September. Because the man will say when he's sure he's going to whatever he will call it. But me just want to call and done a bit. You know, long, 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 long. It become distasteful. And you know the people them stay already. Them vibes up. Some of them head get cheap. Whoa. But whatever anybody has to do, they do it quickly and stay home. You see me. Do it quickly and stay home. Don't linger on the road. And no, don't be in any argument with anybody. But no matter how you try, hide it, something always come out to show that so. You could have hide it under the bed 1,000 times. It's gonna show. And when people wear colors, they tend to associate them. But something you love certain colors, so you wear them. Right? I love this color. I love orange. I don't really like green. It depends on what I'm going to wear green with, but I don't really have much green. I like bright colors. You know. But if you wear it now in certain places, you become a target. So sometimes it's best you avoid. And then when they approach you and they say, which side are you leaning on? You say, I'm in the middle. They say, you cannot be in the middle. You must be somewhere. Oh Lord, and the time is hot. They wanted us to remove the summer breaks, But the children cannot because of our weather there. They cannot function in the heat. They must go to school in the summer. That's why I don't know, but it don't make any sense. The time is too hot. And they get miserable. They become restless. And then they see them start have them fight. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. Yes, my dear. Spending a little time together. In spite of it all, we never get more than what we deserve. Teachers, they must be tired because I think it's easy to have these children know from different backgrounds. They give trouble at church, just like how they do it at school. If you're not careful, then we will fight at church. And sometimes the teacher them at church cannot. I'm not really talking about here. They don't have much respect for the teacher them neither in the church. But if anything, the parents then come and want to talk down to the, So if we go, the people then just leave the children like that. Yeah, man. They use it as a what you call a polling station. The children want a break. Teacher want a break. Teacher tired to talk. If I was going to take another job, I would never take a job as a teacher. Not even at church. And not even in churches, but somebody has to do it. Because it's not an easy job. And it's not like when we were going to school. These children are different. They are different. And they are more exposed. In our time of going to school, we were more shy. But these children are shy. They don't know what it is to be shy. They don't know no shy. They're not shy. They will tell you as it is. Even if it is unkind or. And what they can't tell you, their parents will come and tell you. So how are you going to change them? What are you going to do? Some will come and beat up the teacher them. So the teacher will just be nice. And sometimes they talk things that when children come to school and talk it. Teacher can't let me. If my mother said I come back, I can thump him down, or my father can do some things. But that's how it goes, my dear. So back on to know other things. So how was your day today? I should have asked you before. How was your day today? I don't know if this is not move because sometimes I don't move. I don't want you to sleep off on me, Tia, because you see like how the time is hot. It was a very hot day. You may just decide to sleep off. Yeah, man. Parents, they curse them at home, curse the teacher, them curse them at their house. They attack them on the road. They go to the school and attack them, and they don't get any justice. No justice. They are left on their own. But what? So everything break down. Was it somebody else sing? Social barriers break down. Together in a one love jam down. You remember that song? So everything break down. I don't remember what song it is, the other man. We had a little rain. Well, the time was so hot. Everybody's thinking that we may get some rain later tonight or some thunderstorm or something. The time is very hot. Very hot. But the plants need it to bear fruits, but they can multiply within good timing. And the animals need it, and we need it too. So we have to just keep quiet. When it rains, it rains. When it pours, it pours. When there's no rain and there's breeze. Last week we get some strong wind. I think it was freak storm. I remember you guys had freak storm the other day, just about 2 weeks ago. Out of nowhere it appeared and went. So that's how it goes there. That's how it goes. So I hope you were able to trouble this up. Pray. The Lord hears and answers. And you know that I had a suspicion yesterday, that yesterday, yes, last night, and Saturday too, it was unexpected. And then yesterday, and then it was this morning. So I said, just watch the show. But I don't know why some people don't just take heed. Take heed and learn. Take heed and learn. I see persons outside. Come on in, man, and like up the live. So we can have a wonderful Monday evening. We are all friends. As I said at the end of this episode, we are all friends here. We are no enemies. There are no enemies here. We live good. We are loving people. We are a loving people. We don't live bad. We believe in love. You believe in love? Yes, I do. Do you believe in love? Yes, we do. It seems as if this time of the evening, most persons are doing their life. No. to me this time of the evening. But I realize between anyway after 9, going up to 10, you will see a little more people. But I think everybody try to capture the late afternoon to early evening. Yeah, I want to do some what you call it now. I'm trying to grab as much worms as I can. And believe me, getting up early in the morning is really a challenge, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It gives you a fresh thinking. Yeah, they come and go. I'm going to try it later on. Because that is why I say I cannot stick to just one time. One timing, I have to use different timing because I look people all over the place, all around the world. And if all of us just focus on just one time with it, because we are within this section, the Caribbean and so forth and so forth. So we all tend to go on at the same time. So after a while, what this person here down the road, this one come here, so I hear the same thing. You know, but when we go far and wide beyond the hills and the valleys and the mountains, all we have to do is be dedicated with our time. Because it means that, many times I wake up from 12:30, 1 o'clock, and wait and go check out and they find some of them over in the eastern part there. They are having afternoon and late evening doing their live. So I realize it's the norm to do live in the late evening. Late evening, when people are at home from work and a little relax. But here, we can not all do it at the same time. So you find that that's why you see them running, them run out, so they're not committed. Yeah, some people run, even though they know and they are part of us, then people run because some, I don't know, people run because I always say they hide behind the bush. But I say everybody have their own right to do what they choose, but we have to think ahead. Think ahead and find a slot. Well, you use a slot until it becomes overused. So you find a slot and see how much you can do within that time. The only time I have never tried like 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the day. And I never tried like midnight to even 4 o'clock in the night. Because I think I may fall asleep. But I'm going to try them. Try them. Because I need to gather. Thank you. But I need to gather the sheaves out there and bring them in. Gather them. You know. Okay, it is so nice to see when you get different persons. I was so happy when the New Zealand person came on and the British person came on this morning and Saturday afternoon. Oh, you were not on Saturday afternoon, okay. Which I didn't plan to, but you're in the kitchen, be careful you overcook or you undercook what you're cooking. Don't overcook or undercook. I think you might be more overcooking. But whatever you do, be cautious you don't burn yourself. Okay. Okay. Happy. We are not a lot this evening. Some are hiding outside. When I was going to school, you had some children, if they are late in the mornings, and everybody's in class, and the register mark, and you're late in coming, teacher say, okay, teacher would say, okay, those who came in after devotion, stand here. You know what you're going to get, That's why I said discipline was so important. So you never find when children, if they find that they're going to be late, they not stop running. Them run straight to school. Wherever they are, they run straight to school. So when they reach, they're out of breath. The teacher will kind of sorry for them. But they can't practice it. They cannot practice it. You have to be early, you have to be on time. So that has been in me. So when you leave out from your house, you can take your time and walk to school. But when you're late, you have to run. Because when principal out in the yard with a long belt or a cane, but most of them are long belt. But that time they normally use the belt. They call it Milo. And you don't get one. They don't normally give it in your hand, you know. If they say hold out your hand and you slip it away over your, before you can stand straight, you get it over your back. So child abuse was not in like no, you cannot give a child any beating. So you ever miss one and make the belt even catch it, the person who is using it, you're going to pay for it. And when you get one, you don't want two because you bend up, they say you bend up like S. And you cannot laugh. The other children cannot laugh. They have to be serious. When you pass a classroom, you think it's a hospital. It's quiet. Very, very quiet. You know, so, but no, they go to school after the teacher. The teacher can't even say, why are you late? Teacher say, why are you late, Sandrine? Miss, couldn't get no taxi. The mother never have no change. They don't come in and say, teacher, I'm sorry to be late. My mother didn't have any change or didn't get any money from. So, but then just it's like they want, you know. So discipline breaks down. I don't know how it is going to build back. I don't know. I think until I stop thinking. I don't know it's going to build back. It's too far gone. And the laws that protect children, you'll go to prison because you're not to allow them to feel anyway less. You're not supposed to have them emotionally disturbed. You know, at one time it was 250,000 per strike. You know, if a child if teacher whips the child, I might as well say it was 250,000. So nobody has that to go and pay because when you pay that, you know, that's a lot of money. Because you will have to, if you don't want to go to prison, you will have to find it and pay, and then you have to get a lawyer too. So it may even go up. It may be five things that you know, and look what is happening. So people have to, the whole attitude thing has to be changed. Has to be changed. I don't know what's going to happen. I sometimes I wonder, say, who's in this song again? What kind of world are we living in? Is it the world without love? I'll sing it again. Why do we hurt our brother? This is a fact. We want one nice reggae. I don't remember. I don't know. I remember who sing it. Because some of these songs that we used to hear, they need to play them more. Play them more so they can go back in the brain. But what they are hearing now, it's more tear down. Tear down. It's more tear down than Bill. And that's where the young people are gearing towards. Quick money, big money, quick money and big money. They don't want any little cheap job. It takes so long to buy a house. It takes so long to buy a car. They're not waiting on that. They are moving on. Yeah. So you see, Tessie, we need positive songs, right? We need positive songs because the songs that I can recall by talking, sometimes the songs come back to memory. I may not remember them word for word because we couldn't sing them neither. You see, we hear them because we're not deaf. You understand me? On the radio, when you play at your home on the radio, parents turn off your radio. So that means you're not to hear. But you will hear it elsewhere. And you can't sing it. You have to just take time and learn it and keep it to yourself. Yes, my dear. I am happy to be alive. I'm thankful. I may not have any money. I may not be rich. But there is a man that is richer than I who gives me his blessings. So no matter what comes our way to make us discouraged, all we have to do is just lean. Not physically lean, but lean on the everlasting arms. Everlasting. Those arms never get weary. Physically, He's not here for us to touch Him, but spiritually, those arms never get weary yet. Never. So no matter what people are doing, they are carrying on. It's only for a time. And I always say, trust God and live. And lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Yeah, man, that's what this song said. Oh, this song again. I've got Jesus, and that's enough. Oh Lord, and that's enough. He feeds me that enough. Feeds me that enough. Na, 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 na. I don't know, so good. I don't remember it. I don't remember it good. I've got Jesus, and that's enough. Oh Lord, and that's enough. Oh Lord, and that's enough. He feeds me, that's enough. Gives me that enough. Feeds me that enough. When I'm hungry, that's enough. I've got Jesus, and that's enough. Oh Lord, and that's enough. That's enough. Oh Lord, and that. I mean, I have a sweet voice to sing, you know, but me love cool. So if I didn't have a sweet voice like some people, like God's child, if I didn't have a sweet, nice voice like some people, maybe I would have record singing right beside Vibe. When Vibe started to sing theme song, me beside him, I sing to me. Me, I'm alternate because at the end of the day, Vibe say God is the greatest. So me and him can go on stage, him sing for him one, and then me sing mine, and then we go together and say God is the greatest. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Is that we're not only lift him up only when we go to church, wherever we go, wherever people are. You know, wherever people are. But because of pride, they may just respond, but they don't mean it. Because they just respond to what is to the moment, and then that's it. Well, let's see if we can go up to the hour. Because knowing that I'm going to do something later and then in the morning. So what do you think? You think we can just do an hour in the mornings, or if we will go by a little? Because I find myself if we go back and yes, they say go to greatest of all times. You know? And when persons have to get up so early and they have to, jump up, I don't know. Do you get to work your normal time or do you reach late? It's about 3 weeks now we are doing it, right? We finished 2 weeks. I think we're in the third week. I won't be happy if you reach work late enough. Because we have to practice early to bed, early to rise. But sometimes, I don't really go too far over. That's why 6 o'clock to me would have been too early for you people. So I say 6:30. And my 6:30 again is your 5:30. So maybe whichever we may take it, I don't know. Is 6:30 to no, once I get some sleep, I will manage. Is 6:30 in the mornings for you too early? Because my 6:30 is your 5:30. Is it okay, or you think I should go to 7 o'clock? Because for you to come on and you have to get yourself ready for work and all of that. So, but what if you walk on text and you walk out into the vehicle? Reach work how much o'clock? 6 a.m. Why me couldn't manage that job at all? 6 a.m. I remember I got a job to reach 6:30 in the morning. And I didn't bother with it because 6:30, the time I would have to get up and ready and reach the place about 3-4 miles. So I couldn't walk. So I would have to be there, wake up, put in my bed from 5 o'clock. and ready to reach there by 6:30 or 6 somewhere there. So they couldn't manage it, so I never better start. I like when you go to work like between 11 and 2. You can come off, say maybe 3, if it's 11 to 3 or 2 to 6 or so. I don't like the night part of the work then. The night part of the work make me feel tired and drained. Because they say, when you reach 6 o'clock in the evening, your brain starts to relax. So you're not so alert. But if it is okay with you, then I will continue. It doesn't take anything for me to get up out of my bed. I wish I could get up and even walk, but nobody not walking, and I don't know who I may meet up on the road. Everybody do their thing at their home. So you see, you will miss out on your sleep, on your rest. Because you have to get up and start cook by 3:30. So when you're going to bed now, your mind is occupied thinking. Because you get to 3:30, you're up, you like this, you start to do. So your day starts at that time. So between 3:30 and you go to bed maybe about 10. So you don't get 10 or 10:30, you don't get a lot of sleep. So we might have to do some regulation so we can have things, everybody can have a balance. And be careful the early morning cooking, So maybe you drop asleep and leave the stove on. And you go doze off and have the stove running and things happen. I don't like the early morning cooking. But maybe it's the norm and you have been with quite a while, but please don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep over the stove. I mean, while you're cooking, not over the stove, but while you're cooking. And that I imagine the entire, because I know people up that side, they tend to be up early to catch the bus, whatever number bus to which way they are going to school, they are out. So like holidays coming on now, so you may not have any problem. Me say, when we go to church, you talk about is not a book. But, once the body decide to shut down for a few minutes, no matter what, it better you just, if you're driving, you stop, take a 5. If you're walking, focus, so you may walk out in the road unknowingly. But everybody, too much camera around the place, and see you nodding. Oh, you didn't have a good rest last night? You feel embarrassed. But I say, my dear, that's how it goes. We just have all the vibes and put out something later. I'm going to work on something. I'm so anxious. No want to go and look at the thing that I put out today. This since evening. I'd love for it to train and get some watch hours off it. The people not watch nothing, I don't know. That's why people they don't really watch. The people just want to come and sit down and just hear. The Bible tells us we are what? Hearers. They say hearers are not doers. So we like to hear. So you think the camera they didn't pick you up? Those are the things that make me feel guilty, Make me feel guilty. But God will help me to reach the watch hours. He's going to help me because that is my biggest goal right I have to reach right now. So don't bother make them catch you on the camera sleeping. And they just start swear. And because Auntie did him the keep, and because and you would have not Well, and mind you late to go work enough. After you finish cook and pack your lunch, you may sit down to get a little rest and then you doze off. So either side you take it. I don't want you to blame me and say, oh, she caused it, you know. She caused it. I thought you had slept off the other night, you know. I was trying to get you, but I couldn't get you back on. So I just say, okay, let me just break it right here. But if you feel like you want to go and take a rest, I will sit here and sing. I like how you have the confidence in me. It boosts me, even though I don't have the booster. It's when you have the confidence, it boosts me. But now that I realize, I think I'll be happier if you tell me, say you're going to your bed, you're going to take an early night. I'm going to you're never late. But because you're never late, and then now you go to church and do housework on the weekend, so you don't have anybody to help you. So you make you even more tired. You understand? Something you cook enough. And when you eat all them cook food, if you come home right now, you cook food again, you must just have something light. But too much food, you will end up with diabetes. And try have enough fruits. Sometimes when we eat the fruits, we say we are not full, but we are getting the nutrients. But it's customary to have a plate of food. Custom, I'm not going to say no, but cut down on it. And the late night, the late evening, for you eat your lunch, you don't need no money for something again to go to bed, You don't need a lot of anything. You don't need a lot. Because right now, I sit here, you know what is drawing me? Draw me nearer, 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 blessed Lord. Draw me nearer. Yeah. I eat light at night. Okay, yeah, eat light. Yes. And even though it's a night, it's not go too late. Not really past 7 o'clock. Because you're not going to be doing the up and down. You're not going to be so busy to burn off all of those things that you put in your stomach. So it's just going to stay right there. But who am I? I'm encouraging you and encouraging myself too. Encouraging ourselves, because we have to pay attention to what we put into our bodies. We have to pay attention. And we put everything there. And then, at the end of the day, we regret. And sometimes we can't even undo the things then. And this thing, diabetes especially, is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. It's worse than some of the ailments then. Terrible. Capture your body and it does things to you. Oh my God. You lose your organs, and if you just try and eat right. Less starchy, is not the sugar, but less starchy food. And try to have more fruits. Fruits are expensive, but at least they're a little better. And then, no matter where we take it, we will get the fruits, the things that have mixture of, preservatives on them and fertilizer and all of that. So we're still not getting the full amount of what we should get, but we have to still practice what we're doing. Yeah, so tonight we're going to have an early live because the others are not coming in. They are sleeping behind the trees. They are comfortable in the bushes. Maybe ants and bees. We'll get them out and then we'll see them. But we can't force people to come if they're not ready. They're going to say, oh, we can stay outside and look and have some fun while we are hearing. But we'd like to see you come and join us and share your thoughts with us. And there are some persons too, T, when it's near for us to go, I hope you have noticed it. That's the time you see some people coming in. And then I feel so bad to tell them that I was about leaving. And then, you try to accommodate them when you're already burning out. But sometimes, they're innocent. But sometimes some people just stay and wait until when you're about to close off. But I hope they won't do me that tonight. Because I have a million of things to do before 10 o'clock. So basically, we have 10 minutes more. I just want to give her 10 minutes more to complete the live. Same thing. Thank you, my dear Lady J. Good evening. It's one of my favorite colors. But some people don't like it. And I see you have on something looking just as bright to lift the spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. How was your day today? Did you have a great day? How was your walking? Did you walk today? I know you would walk, but how was it today? How was your walking today? Did you have a good time? Or you became tired after that trip that you had a few days ago? But I know you're so committed. I know, great day. I know you're very committed to your walks. Say hi to my friend, the lady who walked with you the other day. Yeah, man. You see, you people cause me to be out of my bed too. But I'm not able to be on the walk. So I say, why should I be in my bed, sleeping, feeling too cozy? When it's time to get out, I should go on the live and meet with some people. So I said, why should, get out of the bed? Because sometimes you're in the bed, you want to get out the bed is still. You say, oh, 10 minutes more. And you keep, looking to 10 minutes again. Yeah, man, tell her. I love her. I like the energy she put in it. She's a good walking partner. Very good. Very cheery and happy and encouraging. Yeah. So the more you stay in the bed, and the worse if we had a little rain in the night, you don't feel like you want to get up. You keep putting out the time until you spoil the day. So for me, I prefer to get up early, do what I have to do, and if I have the time, I will go back and lay down a little bit, and then get the day started. But a lazy crab cannot get fat. You cannot just you have to push out. We have to push out if we want or anything good. They say if you want good, your nose have to run. So you have to put your shoulder to the wheel. Anything you want, you put your shoulder to the wheel to get it. I see I have 5 likes and 5 people are still here. Oh my Lord, I wish should have had much more. But I have to appreciate what we get and what people give. And the polls are there, guys. You can do the polls. We are trying to see if we can come up with a phrase to put on the merch. Right. So as I said, I did not want to be just go and put something like, oh, me not like that. I want us to have an input together, and we look at what we are going to put. Yeah, in the early morning, the air is cleaner, and it does something to your whole body, your mind, and you always. I don't know where the birds they always come closer to humans, to me, in the early morning. And when the sun gets very, very warm, they disappear further into the bushes. Although we see them flying in the sun, sometimes I don't think birds love likes too much sunlight. They like being in the trees. They like water because birds like to bathe. You know, they like the water. They like the sun too, but they tend to stay in cool areas. Yes, I want to do that. You know, so I'm trying to get the slang to go on it. Then we put it out. You're going to do something like that later on too, you know. Everybody have a, you know, when you're at a certain point. So I'm just hoping that it will work. Some merch, put it on the front. And then we can. No, I don't reach out. I, I would have to look at the thing. I don't have it before me now. I would have, when you come back, I look at it. It's because I'm not familiar with everything out of my brain right now. It is, I have it written down. It's an online thing that we're going to be doing. Yeah, man, and even when I'm in my bed, you know, here, I hear birds outside chirping. Then why should I be in my bed? I cannot be in my bed. Maybe they're saying, get up, daylight, get up out of bed. The birds them sound lively and bright, and when you look out, this them hopping in the grass, looking for worm or water, you know, from the. Oh, you do printing? Okay, okay. Maybe, you know, we talk more on it still. So, cause we're looking at online thing, but it's not finalized. Certain things not yet done, so you know maybe we can talk more on it. That's why I just mentioned. I forget to mention it earlier this afternoon, this evening. You know, so the people. I don't want to get myself mixed up because the I don't have the book beside me, but I know that we are thinking about it. You understand? It's more online too, but let me get back to you on it, as you know, people we're just going to do and have a sample to show, as we can do any amount because we don't want persons for it to be banked up, but we will have a sample to show so persons can see it, and then you will know the price at that time and you know the channel in which you're going to get it. But for me to just say it now off the top of my head, okay, we can talk more then, right? Get some. I can get add more information to what I have, and we can share. Okay. Yeah, man. Just hope that it will work. Hi, Lisa. Lisa from New Zealand. Lisa, how are you doing? I know you know that when it boils down to the time. Lisa, I missed you a couple of days now. Life with each letter reading down. Love is forever or everyone. Love is for everyone. Hi, Sister Lisa. How are you? How are you, Sister Lisa? I'm fine. I missed you a couple of days, but I know you're busy. And I guess you're having cold weather now, you say. So maybe you're going to bed early. I don't think you don't have snow there now, but I think you say it's when you're going into winter, so it's going to be very cold. Right, it was roasting today. Today it was up to 102. I thought about you a couple of days. I said, oh, where's my Lisa? Where's Sister Lisa? But you know, I know that you have your grandkids to attend to. So how are they doing? Are they okay? Oh, you don't get snow. What do you get in Auckland? Cold winds or rain? I'm going to go and Google and look, but I'm still asking you. Guys, Auckland is in New Zealand. So now for us here, what is it time? I don't even have the thing. For us here, I think it's somewhere going up maybe after 9. Going somewhere after 9 or so. What time is it there now for you? I don't want to be throwing too much at you at the same time. Also, I thought Auckland would have had snow. So no snow in Auckland. My life. Okay, is an idea. Okay. We are doing a poll, so we want to involve other person's idea in the poll, and then we'll choose one of them. This is the what? Third, the third poll. So we're going to look at it and analyze it, and use the one that is most liked, that has great meaning as well. I'm happy that you're here. Happy that you're well, and your grandkids are doing fine. Unlike me, I don't have any grandkids, so I can't be as bossy as you are. I know you're happy because who is I can't even say that name, and I don't want to bite my tongue. Okay. Oh, Marlene Couples, you changed up your name and I didn't realize. I was trying to read it. Oh, so you have southerly winds there, and I can imagine, because I imagine New Zealand to be a cold place. Cold. But you said there's no snow in Auckland, but it's coldest. You get a lot of rain. So that means that the farmers do well with the rain and the animals do well with the rain. Because I always see a lot of dairy, and a lot of pastures. Wow. So you have rainwater to sell to other places. I always imagine New Zealand as a cold place, but I thought they would have had snow. I didn't know. I don't remember. Mylene, Cupcake, how are you? How are you doing? Sometimes I can't call the names properly, so I don't want to say wrong. Oh, snow is about the bottom of North Island. Okay, so you see how God is good. Some places have snow, some have a lot of rain within the one continent, and another part is cold. Okay. Yes, Marlene, I hope things have been going. You changed your name. I hope things have been going well for you. What happens when you change? Well, you would know why you change your name, but I did not recognize this name because so many persons do come on with change name, and they have some fake names. So it's hard to keep up with the fake name. So when I see a name I'm not familiar with, I have to be wondering, who is this person? So how have you been? I've not seen you in a while. Did you get into any trouble when you come with a new name? Did you get in any trouble when you have a new name? You change your name? People who change name are always ones who are getting into trouble and trying to have a changed name. So I hope you didn't get into any trouble when you have to change your name. Oh Lord. You see what I see? You see? You see what I see? And the Lord said, let there be light. So why would you edit your name? Why would you edit your name? Why would you edit your name? I don't know. Why would you edit your name? Is there not a lot of persons have your name? I'm just wondering, why would you edit your name? Why would someone want to edit their name? What reason could give someone to want to edit their name? Okay. That I would determine your mailing copies. I don't know. Why would someone want to? Why would someone want to remove their name? So, guys, I will have to run. I want to get some things done. And when the sleep take over the brain is not going to function very well. So, I'm going to, you are enough. I don't remember what is on it. I would have to look. Yeah, like you just put your vote, man. Do what the poll says. You don't have to tell me. You just pull the vote. You are enough. Okay. I don't know which one of them. Yeah. Yes. You too. Stay. I can't even go to sleep. No, I have to go and get some things done shortly. Because we were about to end the live, and then I know that when I'm about to end the live, person's always coming at that time for different reasons. So I hang on a little bit, but I will have to go now because I have some things to get done before the sleep really grab me. Because when the sleep grab me, the brain shut off. Can't think. And I don't want to eat anything more for the night. Anything that goes down my throat now must be some water. Because I don't want to get dehydrated because this place is very, very hot. So, Sister T, Lady G, let me sing out. Sister Lisa, God's Child. Let me see if anybody else was there that I missed out. I want to make sure I don't miss out anybody. I want to name Mike Mooreswood, whatever. So let me thank you all. Yeah. Peace and blessings on your travel. Thank you, Sister Lisa. Yes, I'm not going to be on any further. I'm going to get some work done because by the time you spin around, it'll be midnight. And I have to get some work done in a short while. So thank you guys for being on the live with me. And I hope for your restful night and that your day will be even brighter than it was today. And in everything you do, remember, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our paths. Never leave God out of any situation, be it good or bad. Have him there. Have a wonderful evening and a restful night. Bye, guys. Peace. I'm out.